Good afternoon, everyone. First off, would like to thank all of you for attending our historic event today. My name is Steve Kaplowitz, and I will be serving as your MC for what is sure to be an exciting announcement. How's everybody doing here today? Let's hear from you. Now, that's okay. That's not bad, but I know the American Outlaws can help get everybody a little more excited here for our announcement. What about the Outlaws? Okay, that's great. At this time, I would like to kick things off by inviting the president of Mountain Star Sports Group up here, Alan Ledford. Alan is a man that has been a part of some of the most historic sports announcements in El Paso over the last 5 years. He was here with us when we announced the birth of AAA baseball to El Paso. And then we had the groundbreaking for Southwest University Park. Now Alan is here for the next big announcement in El Paso. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Alan Ledford.
Thanks, Steve. And all of those occasions seem like yesterday, and we're about to start our 5th season on the baseball side. Today, on behalf of Mountain Star Sports Group and our ownership group, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us. We're glad to have you with us for what is another era in El Paso sports. This time, I'd like to introduce several guests with us in attendance up on the dais. First, the mayor of El Paso, the Honorable Dee Margo. And to Mayor Margo's left, the president of United Soccer League, Jake Edwards. And if you don't by now know what this is all about today, you must leave. And to my right, the owners of Mountain Star Sports Group, Woody Hunt, Paul Foster, Alejandro de la Vega, and the chairman and CEO of Mountain Star, Josh Hunt. I'd also like to welcome and recognize staff and elected officials from the state, the city, Tommy Gonzalez, the city manager and staff from the city, as well as the county of El Paso, Ruben Vogt, county judge, and all of our friends from the county. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it very much. This is a big day for El Paso as we join cities like San Antonio, Phoenix, Sacramento, Cincinnati, Tulsa, Louisville, and many others, which experience the excitement and the talent we're about to bring to El Paso. I contend that it's also a big day for USL soccer because with today's announcement, the league is about to experience some of the absolute best fans in sports. Is that right, American Outlaws? And more about all of that in a moment. In working with a number of sports franchises over the course of time, I've seen the significant impact sports teams can have on their community, from an economic development perspective to the enhanced quality of life in those communities. El Paso is a great example of that, as is our neighbor Ciudad Juarez with the FC Juarez Bravos, who, by the way, are playing tonight. Sports brings communities together. As Alejandra has said, sports transcends boundaries. They have a way of uniting us under one banner, literally and figuratively. Sports have no culture or language barriers. Sports allows us to say, we are all fans. And sports builds pride in our community and adds to the quality of our lives. On the economic development side, we've seen here firsthand the exponential growth of El Paso's downtown and the surrounding areas since Southwest University Park opened in 2014. It's all about investment in a more vibrant downtown, creating a better quality of life for a more nationally and globally competitive El Paso and Borderplex. And today, the announcement we're making is a continuation of that effort to build on the progress and further a vision for what El Paso can be. We're excited to announce the next step for professional sports in the Borderplex. Now, take a look at this video.
It's a huge save. Shot! Save!
It's Drogba at his best. Wow.
Still free, and a shot, and a goal!
So that video is just a taste of the fun, the excitement, and the family-friendly entertainment that's on its way to El Paso. And now, to make the official announcement and tell you more about United Soccer League, we have a special guest with us today. His resume is long and quite distinguished, but let me give you a few highlights. Jake Edwards has been involved in football for his whole life. You could say he's been involved with both football and soccer because he's lived on both sides of the pond. And you'll notice that with his accent. He's had an impressive career both on and off the field. Born in England Jake moved as a child to New Jersey, played soccer throughout school before returning to England to start his professional career. He played for a number of prestigious teams in Europe, and he played in some very memorable matches. After ending his professional soccer career, Jake earned an MBA and made his transition to the administrative side of the sport. He acted as a commercial director for Solihull Moors FC, then held an executive position with Octagon Worldwide Sports Agency before becoming vice president of United Soccer League. Jake played a major role in building the league's popularity and its aggressive expansion, and was subsequently named president of the USL in 2015. Please welcome the president of United Soccer League, Jake Edwards.
Thank you, Alan. Not used to having such a comprehensive introduction, but thank you for that. You did leave out the 300 goals that I'd scored in my career, so we can put that on the tape later and redo that. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. What an exciting day this is for our sport and for this city and for our league. We'd like to thank all of you for joining us here. I would like to, on behalf of our CEO, Alec Papadakis, and the entire USL family, it's my pleasure to be here and to officially welcome El Paso into the United Soccer League. I'll start by recognizing the lifeblood of our league, the fans, and I'd like to give a huge welcome to the American Outlaws chapter that are here with us today. Thank you for all that you do to support the growth of the game in this region and across the country. After today, we hand this over to you. This is your club to build and to support, and we're here to work with you for many years to come. Thank you for supporting us and for bringing professional soccer to El Paso. Again, as Alan mentioned, many distinguished guests here today. We thank you for joining us. I'd like to give a special thank you to Mayor Dee Margo for his support to bring another professional sports franchise to this growing city. Today is a great example of his commitment to make El Paso a better place to live, work, and play for all. Finally, let me thank a couple of my team that are here with us today from the USL, Nick Murray running the communications, Joe Dragotta and Paige O'Shea on our events team, and to all the staff back at the USL watching this stream. It's a pleasure to work with these folks every day as they work to push this game forward across the country. So thank you for all of your continued work. This is a special day for me. Personally, 16 years ago, I came to El Paso and I was playing in a professional soccer game then against the then El Paso Patriots. And now it's a real privilege to be on this stage so many years later to award El Paso's new professional soccer franchise. In that time, the sport has certainly moved on considerably, and more fans and more communities are embracing the passion and the excitement of this great sport more than ever before. This season, we're going to have over 2.5 million fans who are going to come out and support their local USL clubs. We've got 35 clubs in the league so far. 33 of them are competing across the country, coast to coast, and into Canada this season to lift that fantastic trophy outside in the lobby, the USL Cup. This will be absolutely our biggest and most competitive season yet. El Paso will join an expanding southwestern part of our league in the USL. You'll be facing some pretty cool regional rivals in Phoenix, in Las Vegas, in Albuquerque, who are our ownership group in Albuquerque are in the audience here supporting this event, and we'll be announcing them soon. And the other Texas clubs we have in San Antonio, in the Rio Grande Valley, and in Austin. El Paso has all the ingredients to make a sustainable and successful professional soccer club. We have a passionate fan base, committed local government. We have a stadium plan that will be the envy of many cities across this country. And we have a world-class ownership group and management team. So we all can't wait to see El Paso kick off in 2019. The USL is honored to be in this city now and to be partners with you as we work to grow this great game across this region. None of this, however, would be possible, and I certainly wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for the folks to my right, if it wasn't for the hard work, dedication, and commitment from the Hunt family, the Foster family, the entire Mountain Star Sports Group, led by President Alan Ledford. We've seen firsthand their commitment to support the economic growth here, to provide educational opportunities, and to build first-class sporting experiences for this city. At the USL, we pride ourselves on the quality of the ownership we have in our league, and we know that Paul and Alejandra, Woody and Josh will be a fantastic addition to our group, and we are honored they've chosen to bring USL to this city, and we look forward to a fantastic partnership with them for many years to come. Thank you. So together with the ownership group and the management team and the city and everybody in this room, and especially the fans, we've got a lot of work to do over the next 12 months. We've got to roll our sleeves up and build this team, but we're going to build a team that you're going to be so proud to call your own, to support and to cheer on when this team takes the field in 2019. So without further ado, I'd like to ask all the ownership group if you'd be upstanding, and Alan, if you'd join us, please. You do the honors, Al. So ladies and gentlemen, it is our great pleasure to welcome officially El Paso into the USL for the 2019 season. Thank you. With that, I would like to do a much shorter introduction, but no less impressive, to the Chairman and CEO of the Mountain Star Sports Group, Mr. Josh Hunt.
Thank you, Jake. Mountain Star Sports Group is extremely proud that El Paso USL is the newest franchise in the United Soccer League. Mountain Star Sports Group's mission is to improve the quality of life of our region through sports and entertainment, and this is another component to that objective. This is something we've been working hard to bring to El Paso, and it's really exciting that El Paso will now be able to enjoy this level of quality in professional soccer with our own USL team. I know for sure my kids are excited, and I most likely will not end up with this by the end of the night. Every one of us in the Mountain Star ownership group recognizes that we live in a great community. El Paso has great people with a very unique culture and great fans, as Alan mentioned earlier. So we're confident that our city is also going to be a great home for the USL's next team. Mountain Star is committed to building a first-class team, one that El Pasoans will enjoy and be proud of, and hopefully win a few championships. We also want to create a fun, family-oriented experience at the matches, and we're already working towards that end. In that regard, El Paso will bring more than 20 nights of high-quality entertainment to our downtown. And as Alan mentioned, since the ballpark, since Southwest University Park's opening, we've seen a continued renaissance of our downtown, and we look forward to continuing that with bringing 20 more nights of exciting entertainment. One of the greatest opportunities that USL brings to our city is youth soccer development. Never before has our community had this level of professional soccer to give us the support and training and nurturing our kids in the sport of soccer. Ultimately, we'd love to see a youth soccer academy tied to our USL team, and we are in the early stages of discussing and planning that. Our partnership with the USL is a continuation of Mountain Star's overall objective, which was and continues to be improving the quality of life in the Borderplex and to promote economic development. So we believe that bringing the USL to El Paso aligns perfectly with that mission. We can't wait to kick off professional soccer in El Paso with the USL as our partners. At this time, I invite our mayor, the Honorable Dee Margo, to join me at the podium. Mayor Margo, Mountain Star Sports Group would like to present the first public El Paso USL scarf to the people of El Paso, and we ask that as their representative, you accept it on their behalf. Jake, please join me for the presentation.
Good afternoon. It is with great pleasure that I, along with the Mountain Star Sports Group, welcome the United Soccer League to our Sun City. I also want to recognize two of our council members who are here, that District 1's Peter Schwartzbein and District 8 Representative Sissy Lazaraga, again providing the reinforcement for our community and our political leadership in support of this. This scarf is an embodiment of the time and work that went into pursuing a USL team and moving them to El Paso. Thank you, Mountain Star Sports Group, for your dedication to our community. From our splash parks to our downtown revitalization, El Paso continues to make great strides in developing an exceptional quality of life for all our residents and visitors. This addition creates another amenity that truly sets us apart from others. You know, I've said on numerous occasions that El Paso is a hidden gem. The vibrancy of our culture is unknown to the rest of the state and the nation. Having a USL team in our community will provide us with the opportunity to share our story and culture with numerous cities. In addition to increasing El Paso's visibility throughout the nation, off the field, this team will become an important community partner and is committed to working with our youth, as Josh articulated. You know, soccer is a sport many of our children love to play and wish to pursue, and now we have the platform to help these dreams truly become a reality. From economic development to quality of life enhancements, our city continues to win, and I repeat that, our city continues to win. I look forward to attending opening night and watching our team, our USL team, begin a winning tradition. Remember, we are 3 states, 2 countries, and 1 region. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. You know, we have so many great people here today, including a tremendous group of our fellow media, my fellow media, since I am part of that media group. And we want to make sure to provide all of the information and interviews that all of you will want and need. Hopefully, all of you have your media packets by now. If not, we will make sure you will get those media information packets. Also, everybody here on stage will be available for one-on-one interviews after we wrap up our program today. Mountain Star Sports Group is going to stay here near our stage where we are right now, and Jake from the USL will be set up in our foyer. But they will make sure that they will take care of every interview so that all of you get exactly what you need with our big story here today. At this point, I would like to welcome Alan back up to the podium for another special announcement.
You know, there's a reason that Josh's introduction that Jake provided was a little shorter than his, and that's because Josh's soccer career was not nearly as illustrious as Jake's. In addition to the American Outlaws, we have some other soccer fans and players here too. Is the Segundo Barrio and Project Combina groups, or are the Segundo Barrio and Project Combina groups here? Raise your hands, make some noise. All right. Thank you guys for coming out, and I know in some cases sprinting here from school. We appreciate it. It's great to have you here, and you really represent what this effort is all about. And also, you're demonstrative of some of the opportunities down the road for us, as Josh and the mayor pointed out, as it relates to youth soccer, future academies, et cetera. Lots more about that as we proceed. As Steve pointed out, there will be some, I'm sure, lots of questions on the media's behalf, but there's some common questions that we anticipate, and we thought it would be helpful to provide a quick recap of the details of today's announcement. The El Paso USL franchise will begin play in 2019, next year. In fact, next March. The 17-game USL home regular season begins in March, continues through October, and playoffs happen through early November. We will play initially at Southwest University Park, where we've already played several successful international exhibition soccer matches, and the field, or the pitch, as it's known in soccer, will be configured in much the same way as it was oriented for those previous matches. The ultimate goal, of course, as we've talked about over the course of the past year, is to play in a first-class, soccer-specific outdoor stadium in or near downtown. In terms of the decision to acquire the team now and begin play in 2019, two reasons. One, the league is expanding rapidly, and we didn't want to miss the opportunity for El Paso to be part of it. And we think it's critical that El Paso is, and we think that El Paso belongs amongst all of those other cities that we mentioned. Also, by bringing Division II professional soccer, this is a level of soccer that El Paso has never had previously. It's almost the AAA baseball of Major League Soccer. Major League Soccer features, AAA baseball of professional soccer. Major League Soccer, the MLS, features the best players in the country. The USL are the next group of guys. So these are world-class talents. Now, finally, many of you are thinking and wondering, how do you get tickets? Well, starting right now, we are taking $50 per seat deposits for season seats, and fans are encouraged to place your deposits as early as possible, because the seat selection process, which will occur later this year, will be dependent upon the date and the time when you place your deposit. 3 ways to do that. 1, call 915-235-GOAL. Should be able to remember that number, right? 915-235-GOAL. And then you'll be able to go to our website, elpasousl.com. And then thirdly, of course, you can come by Southwest University Park. Our Durango Street box office is open from 9 to 5 every day during the week and on game days as well. With that as background, and to bring this event to a close, and to bring the USL home to El Paso, we put together a short video to give you a flavor for what lies ahead.
We live in a beautiful town. Our history makes us a unique borderland. We share our culture, our pride, and our passion. It doesn't matter if it's the East, West, North, or South. There's something that unites us: soccer. So I ask you, El Paso, are you ready to show your colors and feel the passion? Are you ready to see the magic? Are you ready to be part of something special and to feel excited? Are you ready to go the distance, to cry, to have faith, and to feel proud? Are you ready to join in and become the 12th player? Are you ready to play even if you're not on the field? Are you ready to cheer until your voice goes out? Are you ready to rep your club's jersey every week and go wild in the stands? Are you ready to enjoy the most beautiful game in the world, El Paso? Yeah. You've always been ready. Be ready, El Paso.
So are you ready? All right. Before Steve comes up to close out today's announcement, I too, as Jake did, wanted to take a moment to thank members of our team for all of their hard work to put together today's event. And at the risk of leaving somebody out, I wanted to recognize Sarah Nollner, Gina Rowe Davis, and Alex Duchaquette for all of their hard work, and backstage making sure all of this works perfectly, Juan Gutierrez and his team. Thank you, guys. We appreciate all the hard work and time that it took to make this happen. So this is a great day for El Paso and a great achievement for the community. We can't wait for March of 2019. We look forward to visiting with all of you in a few minutes. And now, Steve, if you would come up and close out today.
That video kind of gives you goosebumps, doesn't it? Especially when you start to see El Paso and realize just the significance of what will be happening here in El Paso. So as Alan said, and everybody here on the stage with us, we want to thank you all for attending. If you are part of the media, we will have your one-on-one opportunities here shortly, where once again members of Mountain Star Sports Group will be up here, and we will also have Jake off to our left at the foyer from the USL. Once again, get ready, El Paso. The USL is here. Thank you so much for attending.